Hey, today's a special day because I thought, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go take the truck for a drive. I'm gonna get all the fluids nice and warm and moving around, and we're just gonna see what happens.
No, lady, we go for a ride.
So I'm gonna head that way. I've got a brake light we probably ought to look into first, make sure I've got brakes, and then we'll get started. So, and it looks like we're almost out of fuel too, so maybe we go stop and get gas first. All right, let's back her out. We don't have a camera, so this is fun. It's amazing how many years you drive with a camera and then you can't drive at all without it. And then you can't remember to shut doors when you're driving either. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. It sounds so loud without the, without any, how do I put it? Without any interior. Yeah, that's what I say it. Our brakes. We do have brakes. Brakes are fun. We're going to turn around here in the school. Try to get one of our other cameras going. Let's see what happened there. Okay, operating two cameras from one phone at one time, and what I wish I had was a window rolled down right now. Oh man, I love the driving position. This is so great. This is awesome. I can actually see in front of my truck. I've been driving that F-150 for so long, you can't see anything in front of it. This, oh, love it. Oh. Gasoline. Let's go get some gasoline. Okay, we're going to make a big time illegal turn here. I'm just going to use this four-way for a turnaround. Yep. Ooh! The one bump on the whole road. Yeah, we're going straight to the gas station now. And I hope I can make a half a mile. Definitely some hot smells coming up from inside. Maybe underneath, I'm not sure. shocks need to be replaced. I can tell you that for free. I'm hoping my shaky bit on the camera is working like it's designed. Otherwise, this can probably be a crappy video. It already probably sounds loud. Oh yeah, we need some shocks. You gonna idle for me, girl? Yes, you are. Didn't want to go through town, but I should probably put gas in this, so that's what we're gonna do first. Ooh, she definitely needs some bushings too. Let off the gas, she dives to the left. Everything seems good here. It's definitely idling good. She's idling. Let's just call it idling. Just got a head shake from somebody. Nice. Someone admired this. Here we go. Gasoline. I'm not gonna put you through that while I pull over here and get gasoline. All right. Okay, so I took the cowling off, had no way to open the fuel door. So I found the fuel door hose wires down here, and I shorted them with a paper clip I borrowed from the lady inside. Okay, so the gas gauge moved, but not appreciatively. That's a problem. And engine died. We have to turn this idle up a little bit. Yep, I need to turn the idle up a little bit. Thinks the coolant's low. That's odd. Oh, too much crap floating around down there. $10 of gas in, what does that work out? No, 10 gallons. This should be basically at half tank. It is not at half tank. It is slowly creeping up, but it's still showing me below a quarter, so that's weird. Is she roadworthy? No. Definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah, the gas gauge is slowly creeping up. I'm at a quarter of a tank now. Don't remember that being a feature or a bug. We definitely have a blinking coolant light. Temp gauge says I'm okay though, and we're moving, so for the fans blowing up there. But yeah, I'd let off on the gas and this thing dives all over the road. It's not desirable. Transmission shifting good. I did have some doubts. Be a more pleasurable drive if my windows were clean, but they are not, inside or out. Alright, we're about a mile from the house. We're going to drive back to the house and let her cool down and then check the temp, the coolant, and make sure we've got enough in the bottle. For some reason we are blinky lighting over there. It's not uncommon to have a short or that connection not be very good. But since we haven't been on the road with her in a while, we can't rule anything out. I'm going to replace this culvert because of the floods we talked about before on another video. She's cutting out. Gas gauge is up to about almost half now. Light says it's still not got enough gas in it though. That's weird. That can't be right. Yeah, we got some definite cutting out going on. Imagine this is what it's like to drive a series truck. All the noises and the wandering. Alright, here we are. Oh, but that was not where I wanted you to die. We got enough momentum. Oh, I think we did. That was weird. Not desirable, but not surprising either. Huh. Lots of thoughts on that. Okay, back in the shop. She died definitely, but she did restart. I think I got that on the other camera. But so first item is the coolant. So do we have enough coolant? So I tested the switch system here. Here, show you with the camera. Yes, good stuff. I tested this first by turning it upside down, and that means that we have enough fluid. So this floats in our fluid down there like that. And when the floater drops to the bottom, the light comes on. So I had it turned upside down and the light goes off. So I know the switch is working with the current wires plugged in and all of that. So let's look down inside. Let's look from the corner. Okay, there's our filler post and she's not covered. So let's get some more coolant in there. That'll be that issue. So that's good to see. And I think that's okay because the last time I ran it, I just filled it up with coolant and I thought I topped it off, but maybe I didn't. I definitely didn't top it off and then run the engine at full tilt. So that definitely didn't happen. All right, brake lights. Okay, I replaced this plug with a spare I found. Every time I go to the salvage yard or whatever and I get underneath the hood of one of these babies, I take off a bunch of stuff immediately. I grab a Wabco. If it's still there, I take the Wabco pump. I take this switch with this. I take the whole thing from here out, off. I grab the TPS here, throttle position sensor. I grab that for sure if it hasn't already been grabbed. I always grab the math box. And sometimes I grab the alternator. Ow! Sometimes I grab the alternator because you never know, and it's good to have a spare. If there's an ignition module kit on the side, I usually try to grab that. Let's go around the other side and see what I usually grab. Oh, interior pieces. If I can grab it, I grab it. If there's good wood, good switches, good whatever, I come into the front of the truck, I grab the knobs off, I grab everything that's in sight there. On this side of the truck, I can't think of anything on this side of the truck. Other than this, I don't know about the bottle. I've got a spare bottle. I don't know that I need a new bottle or a spare bottle, another spare bottle sitting on the ground or sitting in a box somewhere. So yeah, on this side of the truck, not so many things to grab that I typically grab. Someone out there is probably going to tell me you should be grabbing the whatchamacallit, and I hope they do because I will start grabbing it if I ever hear of one of these in the salvage yard. It's been 10 years since I heard of one in the salvage yard. Even a Disco 1, which you can come and grab a lot of parts off of because of the engine. Early Discos have the same engine as the 95, which is this engine 4.2, so I grab a bunch of stuff with those too. I also grab any light kits. If there's lights on the front of the Range Rover, I grab them. But that's it. All right, so back to the brake switch because you're talking about the brake switch. Oh, that's lovely. What is that? Piece of plastic with rust under it. That's probably coming from there. Yeah. All right. I switched this. I had to pull these plugs out, or these connectors out of this plug and put them back in. I just came up here and wiggled them and made sure they were making a good connection. On my other truck, I actually had a zip tie wrapped around this to hold this in. So it's always as tight as it can be. That might be a good idea on this one too. I don't know. But as bad as these wires corrode off of here sometimes, it's not a surprise to me when they don't work. So let's check our power steering fluid. Power steering fluid. Yeah, could probably put some in. I don't know where it's dripping out of, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's dripping. That's always dripping. There's always a power steering leak. I don't know what that is about. I've tried a lot of things. Okay. Last thing for this video, just to be filler. I got my seats installed. I used the Knight's bridge covers with the mole. So they're moleed up there. You can see them. They're lovely. I bought a couple of little bags. I haven't figured out what to put in this one yet. But I bought one for my, this is called a compass bag, but I put my lovely tire pressure measure in there. And then on the other side, that is actually, let's go over there. Why don't we go over there, Eric?
Let's do that. Sounds like a great idea. I like it too. Let's do it. All right, I'm going. Stop pressuring me.
All right, here we are. So on this side, we put, oh, I got a waterproof box in there. Oh, waterproof box. We went on a couple of float trips, and I went on a trip with a guy doing some, what are those called? ATVs? You know, little 4x4 motorcycle things you sit on. Anyway, and it was wet, so I bought one of those waterproof boxes, so it works. I can stick the cell phone in there and keys, that kind of stuff. But then I bought another one of these. It's almost too small. It took a lot of effort to get it in there, but there's my fancy compass that my daughter Erica and son-in-law Brian bought me. But it is literally wedged in there, is packed in there. And then make sure that I remember what all these pieces are. I bought a patch that says compass. So I'm gonna have patches for most of this stuff. I wanna get a first aid kit, and it'll probably go where that tire gauge is. So you can open that door and have a rip off first aid kit so you can take off with it and go. That's definitely one of the items I'm gonna be buying for that, but I don't know the others yet. So I need a way to mount something on the front. It's got mole on the front. I need to check my leggage and make sure I can do it. But I do have some self-defense things that I like to carry in the truck. I don't know that I put a pistol there, but I would put my motivator. It's a rod of Bakelite my dad had. I think he used it to push stuff when it was electrical. If it's hot, electrically speaking, he would use this to manipulate at work. I don't know. He thought it was cool and he stole it. So I now have it, and yeah, I think that would motivate somebody if I put that up beside their head. But anyway, I want to put that underneath the seat, in the front of the seat, so if I have to get out of the seat and I think to reach down and grab it, I want to be able to do that. I have some mole things, ideas for some things in the back too. One of which is my dad's World War II machete in original scabbard. I need a way to mount that in the back, and my Spetsnaz shovel. Definitely need a way to do both of those. Sorry, while I eliminate some weeds. This is very high quality, and I really much like it. So it's been in every vehicle I've owned since I inherited it. Okay, well that's about it for this week. Not much. Kind of a light video. It's Memorial Weekend this weekend. So I've got other chores. We opened the pool. It's filling right now. I got the cover off. So good times over there. It is late. I usually have the pool open way ahead of now, but just hadn't gotten around to it. Too busy with you guys and everybody else. Graduations and the kit and caboodle. All right, that's all again. I said I was getting off, so I'm getting off. You guys have a good week, and I'll talk to you next week. Ooh, coming along nicely.